Welcome to Gen X Rated, Saturday edition on a Friday. How we doing, guys?
I'm good. How are you,
Pi
man?
Day, 314.
Pi Day. Very big deal here in St. Louis.
Here in the 314.
That's right.
That's cool.
Doing good. 80
Good
mile
deals at the dispensary.
80 mile an hour winds are going to be buzzing through. Maybe some tornadoes tonight between 8 and 11.
Dude, they've already started buzzing through.
They'll be here tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow morning or afternoon, they're coming my way.
It's insane.
But I'll be on my way to Nashville by then. So
Oh, keeping one step ahead of the storm, eh, Gene?
I am, but my wife they canceled her flight tonight that was coming in at midnight. So
damn.
I'm not gonna see her before she gets back. So I'm off to Tennessee for spring break.
After you saw that flaming wing on that American Airlines in Denver.
Yeah, what caused that? Did they figure that out?
They didn't really say. I only saw the why they were the passengers were leaving on the wing for some reason.
Right.
Probably for weight issues. But all I know is the transportation secretary came out and went right after DEI. We're going to dig. It's got to be some DEI to this.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers couldn't be more racist. I wish they would just start dropping the fucking N-word with the hard R and get over themselves.
Yeah,
Bunch
out
of
yourself.
Cracker bitches. And yes, I can say cracker. I'm half Dutch. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Speaking of which, talking about that plane, I was thinking about that today, and I thought to myself one thing. Americans are fucking irredeemable, dude. They're fucking irredeemable. You know what those motherfuckers were doing while they were getting off that plane?
Taking pictures?
Grabbing their overhead fucking
shit.
luggage. You know how many people I would have punched in their fucking face as my plane's on fire? I don't care if you're man, woman, or child. I'm hitting you as hard as I can to get the fuck off that plane. What
Oh,
a bunch
shit.
of fucking ignorant Americans. Your fucking luggage? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? They don't even understand. You can't even replace your fucking life. Everything's replaceable but that. I mean, it's fucking stupid.
Do you really want to burn to death?
And did they not tell you every time that if in case of an emergency, leave your shit, get the fuck out?
Americans don't care, dude.
It's all
I mean, you see how
replaceable.
many Americans get on fucking that dumbass Twitter twatter sometime and see how many Americans get punched in the face in foreign countries because they disrespect the fucking culture because they think they're fucking in America. Americans they're just some crappy ass people. I swear to God,
dude,
man. Collectively, I don't care what fucking race, creed, color, whatever. Collectively, we all have our fucking issues just being American. We're cocky, arrogant, narcissistic motherfuckers. I'll tell you what.
And kind of dumb.
So,
Easily
but yeah,
duped.
grabbing their overhead luggage so they could take that off the plane with them. Because I guess they all had to take fucking their diabetes medication. I don't know.
I need my medication and
my vibrator's in there.
But I'm doing good. I'll be in Nashville tomorrow. I don't think the weather's going to be any better there than it is. Oh, I mean, you know, it's springtime. Spring's coming. It's not even about the weather. It's just about doing something different.
There you go. It's a great city.
Getting lots of recommendations from you guys and other people on where to go, mostly where to eat. You know,
anywhere on Broadway,
where to drink.
Yeah,
anywhere on Broadway.
Boots and music on every corner.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a great town, man, if there were more boot shops and live music places.
No, I'm with you. I mean, I've been to Nashville in the '90s, but that's almost like old Nashville compared to today. I mean,
it's like Nash Vegas now.
Yeah, it's all teched up and shit. So
bachelorette parties.
Well, you'll
look forward to it,
and the food was
you'll have a good time.
Delicious. Only because you went after Americans. Am I going to throw this statistic out there? 79% of U.S. adults in 2024 statistics are literate. They can actually read. Most developed country, and you think that's not bad, 79%. Wow, that's almost a B. Most developed countries, that
grading on a
number
curve?
99 to 100% are literate. Also, just to climb on top of that is 54% of U.S. adults read at a 6th grade level. So you might be able to read, but you're not reading the big books.
Dude, when I would write for a Medicare audience, right? People over 65, you'd think you live that long, you're probably smarter than a 6th grader, but the clients would all be like, nope, keep it at a 5th grade level. 5th grade, not even a 6th grade, 5th grade level.
Wow. Well, these are at least 6th graders, 54%. And then lastly, 20% are completely illiterate.
How do you
You
get
think
by?
Trump's even at a fucking fifth, sixth grade level?
No.
And
Yeah.
that guy went to
Yeah.
fucking UPenn, and shame on UPenn for not bringing out a statement going, 70s college was a little different. We just sort of let them pay their way through or some shit. Because you're a fucking Ivy League, man. That's fucking embarrassing. That guy can remember like 6 fucking phrases. One of them's MAGA. The other ones to which the likes they've never seen. What are some more, Bill? What else has he memorized?
Very
Uh,
unfair.
very unfair is a big one.
Very
Wrong.
bad.
Very bad. You've treated me very badly. Dude, that's like way below fist. I've heard sixth graders
Mhm.
way more eloquent than that. It's
I
fucking
Yeah,
super
I read an article
embarrassing.
that said he speaks at roughly a fourth grade level, and that's what his
That's
base
crazy.
understands too.
Well, it'd
In
be a
fourth
good.
grade, what were we doing? We were fucking like holding each other up, holding each other's breath, and spinning each other until we passed out and shit, doing real stupid shit, right? He's a fucking genius. But again, he is the one that looked up at the fucking eclipse, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's they and Democrats, goddamn it, you did this too. You dumbed down public education, which I
Oh
really never
my
took
God.
part of. I was always in private education, but it's fucking over for public education. I don't see that shit coming back. I would not want a fucking kid in school at fucking grade school age, high school age. It's fucking over. They fucking
Well,
just destroyed this shit.
and the affluent boomers don't want to pay their school taxes. I don't have kids. My kids don't go. Why should I care?
Yeah.
Dude, the Iowa people getting over five. Rob Sand, who audits Iowa, although they took away all of his power, the governor there did, who I don't even believe has a college degree. She has an honorary degree from my school, Iowa State. But she's just one of those dummies that she's like tofu. The GOP pours on her whatever they want to pour on her, whatever gravy, and she just fucking does whatever they want. So they stripped him of some sort of power, but he still puts shit out there, dude. You can make $500,000 a year and get fucking a voucher sending your kid to a private school in Iowa now. Like
Amazing.
a big voucher, like $5,000, like just fucking big
Yeah,
bank.
that's
And
fucking insane.
you're rich. This is what they fucking done to our education. They are just trying to bleed people that don't have anything dry. I don't know if they're trying to go back to slavery or some form of
Mhm.
slavery, not chattel slavery, obviously, but some sort of, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Oh
Well,
Debtor's
yeah.
prison.
Yeah. They keep you in debt. You got to do what you're told, basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's insane, man. Oh, I mean, watch that documentary, The 13th. It's infuriating, and they've been doing it for a long time, and now they're just ramping it up because there's a lot of money in
Yeah.
that.
But Americans have had it good so long, man. They're gonna be like, let's eat the rich. Fuck them. There's more of us than that. At some point, dude,
You're
I'm just
right.
telling you, you think Luigi Mangione, who they don't fucking talk about anymore, that was just the fucking start of that shit, bro. I mean, they keep taking shit from people. People
Hmm.
are going to lose their fucking minds. There's already been suicides, which is fucking tragic. And
Yeah.
mainstream media doesn't even want to talk about that shit. They just fucking hide that shit. They still treat Trump with a hint of normalcy, which is super fucking weird
Amazing.
because
It
the
is
dude
super
doesn't do
fucking
anything
He's
weird.
getting
normal.
too much airtime too. I've had enough. Why do I
I'm
have to
sick of
see him
looking at that guy
constantly
and his
real
fat,
bodies?
bloated head.
It's just too
Mm.
much. And he's just spewing bullshit. It's like looking at KK Caroline. It's enough already. We are going to come back to her, though. I wanted to throw up a couple things in the spirit of giving. Yesterday was Canine Veteran Day,
Aw,
the 13th of March, and we do love our pups, that's for sure.
Hmm.
that's a happy pup right there.
But DOGE decided that they were going to cut TSA funding for bomb sniffing dogs. So as of today, a freeze on dog food, vet visits, and kenneling. So we love our veteran pets, but we're not going to pay them. So
The whole bomb sniffing dogs, Americans. I have something to say about that.
yes,
There was a player at the University of Nebraska. His name is Jake Young, All-American center for Nebraska. Nebraska was producing all those centers: Steinkooler, Remington.
yeah,
Young was next in line. He didn't make it in the NFL, but he went on to play super competitive rugby around the world.
oh wow,
That dude
footballer.
went to Thailand about 20 years ago. I believe it was Thailand. Played in a tournament, was at a bar with all his buddies, and someone came in with a suicide vest and blew up the whole fucking bar.
Oh
Oh
my
It
god,
took
shit.
his parents a week to figure out the pieces and parts of it if he was even in there
is
because
this
they
him?
that's how. Jake Young?
Yeah.
No, he went to University of Nebraska. Type in Jake Young, University of Nebraska. Anyway, I'm just saying, you have no idea what a fucking bomb does to the fucking body. You guys want to get rid of bomb sniffing fucking dogs? This guy's minding his own business in fucking Thailand. An American businessman at this point, just playing competitive fucking rugby. I believe it was Thailand. Again, it was over in Asia somewhere, and got blown to fucking bits with a bunch of his fucking teammates.
That's unbelievable.
You want to get rid
Yeah.
of bomb sniffing dogs. That's what just popped into my fucking head when you think about how fucking stupid DOGE is and how much damage one idiot with a fucking vest can do. Do you remember the Boston marathon bombing? You
Yeah.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
morons. I mean, it's just and again, we have this dumbass South African who didn't fucking grow up here, and he's a dumbass fucking white supremacist Gen Xer who riled up a bunch of Gen Xers and recruited Barron to rile up a bunch of fucking Gen Z incel motherfuckers, and they got us. They're in charge. So we keep fighting. I don't know what our boomer fucking legislative branch or our legislative branch is gonna do, but we got to keep fighting. There he is, Jake
Yeah.
Young. Oh yeah, that's Jake
2009.
right there. But yeah, killed, just blown the fucking bits, dude. And it was hard to fucking identify the fucking body, and a lot of
Well,
those fucking bodies of those
and
players.
you take your shoes off because of, the shoe bomber. I mean, why
Mhm.
would you not want to fund the dogs? I mean, are you kidding me?
Seriously, how much are they eating?
Insane.
Come on. It's just it's so stupid. And the things
would
that
have
are
been
really
smart, yeah.
costing us, all those government contracts that are propping up Elon Musk, nobody's touching those.
No, it's
Imagine
funny
that.
to say that because they're cutting. Well, we'll come back to that, but you're absolutely right, Billy. The cuts are a little bit much, but Musk has the biggest government contract because they're not touching military contracts. They're not touching the Pentagon. And interestingly enough, SpaceX has a $5.6 billion contract with the Pentagon that they're not touching. But your bomb sniffing dogs, as planes are falling out of the sky daily. There was another wreck today. I want to say in North Carolina, they found the plane. It's just over the top. Our disregard for the people of this nation. It's crazy.
Well, and the Pentagon gets all the money, but you've got homeless veterans living on the street that they treat like shit, cutting their benefits. They're cutting VA personnel where these, people that serve their country go for treatment. And dude, and there's military families that are on food stamps.
You're absolutely right.
Can't afford housing, living in Section 8 housing. It's
thought about that.
ridiculous.
I thought about that the other day too, when you guys were talking about them cutting VA benefits. Thinking about that dumbass Tommy, don't name his fucking last name, that used to fucking own a bar.
Yes.
Who believes that January 6th was all bullshit and it was Soros backed or whatever. Fucking, I don't talk to this fucking idiot anymore. Anyway, his son is a fucking PA, a physician's assistant like my son. And who does he work for? He works for the fucking VA. So if this kid loses his fucking job, which he already doesn't have a relationship from his father, from what I've heard on the grapevine, because Tommy's such a fucking douchebag. If he loses the job, it's because of his own fucking father. His own fucking father.
Very short-sighted.
Yeah. Who probably thought, oh, he'll be fine. He's not fucking black. It doesn't matter, dude.
A lot of them thought that.
It's a fucking class war, you dipshit. But dumbass boomer's not gonna fucking know that used to fucking claim $20,000 in bar income a year when he was really making $100,000 a year, but he was just fucking pocketing it all and had 2 sets of fucking books, because that's truly what fucking boomer white male small American businessmen did for fucking 50 fucking years.
It's pretty unpatriotic to
cook
not
their
pay
own
your
fucking
taxes.
books. I agree, and I always had to pay mine because I played fucking football. I couldn't even write off a goddamn VCR for fucking game film. Yes, we used VCRs, people. It's ridiculous that I am a patriot. I've paid all my fucking taxes. I still fucking do every fucking year.
I mean, listen,
so
as a small business owner, I felt like I felt some pride the more I was able to give them because I was doing better. I guess I was just kind of ridiculous.
That's not the boomer business owner mentality. They're small mom and pops. They were fucking, I don't give a fuck if they own fucking dry cleaners, bars, anything fucking dealing with fucking cash businesses. I know millions of them. They all fucking just took a little for them fucking selves. And now they got it all, and then they don't even want to fucking share. They don't even want to share it. They don't even want to fucking.
They want to pull the ladder up behind them.
Yeah. Go buy. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to jump on to my people that I love at the USPS. I did see DeJoy is leaving. Trump was mad at him because he didn't win big enough with all the ballots that were disregarded through the mail. So in his final leaving of the post office, which hasn't happened yet, he's cutting 10,000 jobs. The postal system, as we talked about, is really not about making a profit. I know Trump keeps coming back to that. Hey, these guys aren't successful. But the real point of the post office is that this guy out here in Bumville, Colorado, is going to get his mail. It's going to happen. It's a service.
His insulin, or his diabetes pill, or his high blood pressure medication. Yeah, because
I'm just going to give it again.
Isn't bringing that out to you.
It is in the Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, the Postal Clause. And I just want to remind the listeners and viewers who is employed by the postal system. 32,000 disabled people, 9,000 disabled veterans. 46% of the postal system is made up of women, 51% people of color, and 70,000 veterans. Now, they do employ 635,000 employees, but my point to this is, like any business, you start shedding off some of your older workers. They've already cut 30,000 workers in 2021, and they had another 10,000 that were going to come out through voluntary retirement. So when you're looking at these numbers, now your postal system's getting smaller, and you're already complaining that they're not doing a good enough job. Now you're going to underman them, and not only are you undermanning them, you're taking jobs away from disabled veterans, women, people of color. I mean, I get why they're doing it, clearly, but it's just not necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, the institution's been around 250 years. The first postmaster general was Ben Franklin. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a tough sell if they decide to go after that, because even Republicans are going to be forced to, and a lot of those rural districts, they're going to be forced to stand up for the post office because they know people rely on that. The post office is popular.
Huge.
You can send a letter and it'll get there.
You guys have been to Ben Franklin's post office, right?
I have not.
In Philly? I have. It's still active today.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I was there fucking couple fucking years ago. I mailed a letter off or a postcard off.
Yeah, nice.
It's still fucking there. The outline of his house is still there, not the house itself, but they sort of framed out the square that it was.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a lot of shit went down in Philadelphia, dude. That's where this shit all started. But
Heck yeah.
we're slowly killing it off. Apparently in the District of America, I guess that's what it's going to be called now, not the District of Columbia. They're going to change it to the.
So ridiculous.
I swear to God, I heard that the other day too. So
ridiculous. I did just want to point out that since 2007, yes, the postal system had lost about $100 billion. But this past fourth quarter, they had a profit of $144 million. So to me, they're working their way out of the negative. But again, it's more about the service they provide, who's providing the service. And again, like we talked about, it's not all about cash all the fucking time. It's upsetting.
Yeah, you all better fucking. Here's what America needs to worry about. We're narrowing this down into a smaller group of people that give us stuff, whether it be the fucking social media stuff or deliver our shit through UPS, FedEx, DHL, or the post office. And one day it's gonna be one fucking guy owning several of these things who's able to just pull the plug whenever the fuck he feels like it. This is why fucking we have all these fucking postal workers. 600,000 fucking people work for the post office. So we get our shit. So commerce continues. So business continues on. And oh, by the way, firing all these fucking people doesn't fucking help the economy. What helps the economy is creating fucking jobs. So this guy is a double dope. You fucking hired the dumbest motherfucker on the planet, literally, on the fucking planet, to be president of the United States. You fucking reelected a fucking dotard by definition.
And a felon.
And he's a felon, and he's fucking cruel. He's always been a bully. I mean, he got sent to military school as a kid because he was throwing rocks at a baby.
Exactly. A neighbor kid. So
yeah. I mean, this guy he's a cruel, fucking sick, cruel person. Always has been, always will be. And yet look at where he is. And it's just.
And everybody needs to start recognizing the fact that, and again, I'll say it again, over and over again. And shame on Marco Rubio, who the fuck was fucking born here, Close your eyes. All the shit you're fucking doing to Ukraine. Now fucking use the words fucking Cuba and Fidel Castro instead of fucking Zelensky, motherfucker. And your dumb ass wouldn't fucking be here. Oh, by the way, your grandfather fucking lied about being a motherfucking communist to get over here because they wanted to fucking throw his ass in fucking jail and kick him out of the fucking country. These are fucking facts. But since he fucking made it, he gets the shit on everybody. Who fucking does that? I mean,
he's certainly changed his tune. And here's the thing, dude. Did you see that thing that I think it was on Twitter last weekend? That whole big thing about him being gay, that he was caught in a car with one of his friends when he was like 18 or 19 in an area of the park, known for like gay cruising and gay prostitution. And then there was a picture of him at a gay foam party.
Isn't that just called going to college? Experimentation. I don't know if that makes
I'm just saying they must have showed him something that scared the shit out of him. And be what you want to be. I don't care, man. I mean, Lindsey Graham.
I know, dude. There's more hidden, closeted gay people in the Republican Party and the Catholic Church than you can shake a stick at.
Wouldn't you rather just come clean though and be like, yeah, that's who I am. That's who I was then. Maybe I'm not
in 2025. Absolutely.
Fucking let it out, man. You'll feel better instead of being under the thumb of a fucking wannabe tyrant. Who is just
Caitlin Clark.
Cool. How do you look at yourself in the mirror and know that you're selling out every fucking day?
I say Caitlin Clark. Even Caitlyn Jenner. Sorry, Caitlin Clark. Even Caitlyn Jenner just waited for her parents to die. Basically, that was the fucking final straw. And then, then you had to stop banging women and get divorced. But I'm just saying, his parents are what held him up.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. We don't have those barriers anymore. All these people that are spewing all this hate and all this trans hate and all this homophobic hate are literally fucking boomers from the past, like that have a few fucking cycles left before they're in the ground like the fucking cicadas, like Brood 10. So
see you in 17 years or never.
Yeah, or never. Exactly. So we got to quit fucking listening to these motherfuckers because they're the ones that are just like bringing up this Lee Atwater bullshit, this old school bullshit. None of these fucking Gen Z fucking kids believes in it. Nobody gives a fuck if you're trans, if you're Gen Z. Hardly anybody. I mean, those little virgin incel motherfuckers might.
Yeah, I was going to say that toxic cross-section of Gen Z males.
But they don't even fucking really believe that shit. Those little fucking imps.
Just get
them. You got to slap them a couple times. They'll get their shit together. Slap the shit out of them like fucking Cher did to Nicolas Cage and Moonstruck. They'll fucking snap the fuck out of it, you little insult bitch. Yeah, snap the fuck out of it. But I'm just saying, dude.
Here's the funny thing, man. There was, when I lived in San Diego, there was a gay area of town, Golden Hill, and there was a gym there, and there was a good burger place I used to go to, and you'd see these dudes.
Yeah, you went there for the burgers, motherfucker. You liar. God, what a liar. You were experimenting too. Were you in college?
No, dude, it was when I was living in San Diego. I had a buddy that lived over by that way, and we'd meet up, and there was a really good burger place. It was, I think,
buddy, right? A buddy. Okay.
Oh, the bun.
Dude, you've known me long enough. Trust me.
I know. I'm just messing with you. But dude, I know you're also comfortable enough in your sexuality that I can rib you, and you.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
So. But dude, these dudes, gay dudes, are fucking jacked. A lot of these dudes. There were some fucking monsters coming out of that gym, and if you want to go up and make a gay remark to them, you'd be picking up your teeth.
And
I would love for MAGAs to go up. One of those little Nick Fuentes, little fucking impish little motherfuckers that's never lifted a weight in his life. Just go up to the most macho gay you can, or lesbian, and say that shit and see what the fuck happens to your teeth, you little bitch. So tired of the fucking hate, dude. So tired of the fucking. It gets
old, man. It's
putting us into a caste system or classes or whatever. Nobody's better than anybody else.
Two classes, have not. Figure out which one you're in. It's pretty simple.
The class war.
The sooner we all recognize that, the better.
Exactly.
It's getting fucking hot out here, motherfuckers.
I better move on to this.
Jesus.
We're back with the measles. Part of it is this misinformation that we receive constantly, which is increasing low vaccination rates. Nobody seems that interested. 3 months into this year, we've surpassed the total of measles cases in 2024. I know that the Robert Kennedy Jr. thinks it's not a big deal, but we have 285 cases last year. We're already up to well over that, into the 300s, mostly in Texas, New Mexico. You can see the area on the map, how many places have it. Again, I mean, this was eradicated in 2000. The MMR came out in 1971. That needle that you see is just not that intimidating. And I'm not a huge needle fan, but if it's going to keep me from getting a disease that I don't need, so my belly doesn't look like this, I'm all about it. And as we
your
talked
brain
about,
doesn't swell.
it's not just a fever and rash. It internally messes with you.
Yeah,
So,
dude, measles is no joke.
And our average was about 179 a year. And that number is kind of high because once you have an outbreak, you have a whole section of people that are going to get it. It's pretty potent and transferable.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers we're at now, and we're not even into April. We had 80-degree temperatures in Missouri yesterday. People are out and about. It's a remedy, or it's just a great reason to pick it up if you're not.
Well, and here's the thing, and I was reminded of this when we talked about the warning that people gave. They gave that somebody with measles was passing through Dulles the other day. That stuff stays in the air for like hours. You just got to walk through it and you can get it. It's contagious as can be.
Good point. They gave a 4-hour window, so I guess that's why.
Mm-hmm.
You know my theory, dude. If they would just name everything AIDS 1.0, AIDS 2.0, AIDS 3.0, AIDS 4.0, motherfuckers would run to the vaccination. And oh, by the way, the guy that's telling you that it's perfectly fine, now fucking close your eyes. Imagine him in college taking a fucking giant fucking jab to the fucking arm of fucking heroin. And now fucking saying that same shit. Would you fucking think he was a responsible human being? Guy's a fucking heroin addict. And by the way, once a fucking addict, always an addict. Don't give me this shit about how you're fucking cured, Bobby Kennedy. You're a fucking addict for life. It doesn't matter if it's alcohol or fucking drugs. You were a fucking heroin addict, which makes you a fucking heroin addict today. So I don't believe a fucking word coming out of your fucking mouth because you haven't even, I don't know, not asked for forgiveness. I don't know what words I'm looking for, but you haven't even redeemed yourself from the fact that you were just a fucking junkie. You kind of joke about it and say it made you fucking smarter. It's fucking retarded. Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I apologize for the R word. I should not say the R word. That's just fucking dumb, though. It's just absolutely dumb. I apologize for the R word again. That's some Gen X slippage there. Gen X slippage. It happens occasionally.
It happens.
It does.
All right. Speaking of being gaslit, I wanted to bring this up real quick, and I'm not going to deep dive into this too much, but she is starting to take a lot of heat. This is Caroline.
KKK Carolyn.
She's great on Fox News. She's always got some witty reason to tell you why you're a fool. But today she came out and she went a little bit further with Trumpy Bear. Saying that the federal district court judges cannot issue injunctions against the White House. The White House has final say on everything. And they make it, I mean, it's all about liberal, conservative, Biden, Trump. It really isn't. It's the rule of law. We all have to abide by the Constitution. And if the lower level judges see this, then it must be a pretty shitty argument, right? I mean, what are we doing here? And then Uncle Bill brought this up. So if the courts aren't going to be firm, which so far they've been great, I'm not saying they haven't been, but when you have a guy like Schumer who's giving into these guys, it reminded Uncle Bill of somebody else.
Yeah.
Maybe you could
being told that that's Neville Chamberlain, not Chuck Schumer, but it's hard to spot the difference these days. Yeah. So this is the guy that decided he was going to appease Hitler, and he actually he went back to England waving, and there's a famous picture of him waving a useless piece of paper saying, "I've achieved peace in our time," right? Because, Hitler was going to just gobble up Czechoslovakia. And
trust me, bro.
Yeah, Hitler's a very fair man. He's very honest. He's very trustworthy.
Trust me, bro. Trust me, Neville.
Yeah. And Churchill said to him, "You were trying to avoid war and embarrassment, and you've just signed on for both." And he was right. And a few months later, Chamberlain was dead. He died of cancer after they booted him out of Parliament.
Not his problem.
Yeah. Peace in our time. Yeah, right.
Well done.
Crazy thing is, dude, this guy with his stupid piece of paper changed the course of history for the worst, because at the time, Hitler was planning on going into Czechoslovakia, and his generals were like, we're not ready for this. If France and England fight back, we're going to lose, because they were impaired at the time. They were building up secretly, but the Versailles Treaty after World War One limited their military. So they were not ready. And they actually had a plan in place. They were going to take Hitler out.
Wow.
They were going to topple him. And then at the last minute, Chamberlain gives in, and the rest is literally history. So yeah, Chuck Schumer, maybe read a book, maybe learn something about standing up and not rolling over and trusting people that clearly can't be trusted.
And to your point, Hitler, not to
ahead.
interrupt you, Gene, but I just want to
No,
throw
you're
in
fine.
that Hitler ended Germany's democracy in 53 days. Today is day 53 of Trump's presidency. So, you know, maybe he's a little behind, but he's trying to catch up.
Oh, he's working on it.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
It's insane.
Insane.
All right. Last couple things before we move on to something a little more pleasant. The markets have lost $5 trillion in 3 weeks. Thank you, Trump. Well done. These tariff ideas are amazing. If you like a depression, we'll start with the recession, then we'll see where we can go from that. Gold has hit an all-time high of $3,000 an ounce. First time ever, obviously.
Damn.
And the automakers are not going to shift how they produce cars. So you're going to pay. They're not. They're going to continue to do the system they've always used, which whether it goes to Canada or it comes back down to Mexico.
Dude, they're going to shift all that shit just for Trump to fucking die in office 2 years from now, just to shift it right back?
Or just to change his mind and say, no more tariffs.
Or
that.
And I forgot to bring this up when he went after yesterday, when he went after the aluminum companies. The local steel and aluminum companies here said to build one of those, what are those pots, the smet or the pot
that melts shit.
Oh, the smelter?
Yeah, the smelter. It takes about a decade. So when we're going to do all this shit here and we're going to bring that shit back because we don't care about our air quality, you're still talking about a decade away. Or you can take the lumber from Canada, take the aluminum from Canada.
No. You got it wrong, dude.
Okay.
He's going to get those smelting plants back from China, where we shipped them off to during the Bush administration, and Mexico's going to pay for that shit.
Yes.
Dude.
It's all figured out.
Wow.
Do you remember the Eddie Murphy stand-up?
Which one, Delirious or
I think it was Delirious, where he's talking about Rocky, the movie Rocky.
Oh, absolutely.
He's
Juju beans, Junior Mints.
And the moolie's gonna pay for it. Oh, little Italian man.
Oh, you just saw Rocky. No doubt. Yeah, I remember that shit very well.
And Mexico's gonna pay. Yeah, Mexico's not fucking paying for it.
And weirdly, at the same time, fucking Bill Cosby, mind you, was running around telling all these black comedians, watch your language. Do it clean like me. So you gotta watch motherfuckers out there fucking preaching, like do it like always got something going on.
And what did Richard Pryor tell Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, Richard Pryor. What?
Have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up, right?
Have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. Bill.
Yeah, I can't remember. That was one of his stand-ups that I fucking loved watching over and over as a kid, too.
Yep.
Hey, Bill, have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
Well, and I'm glad you brought that up because it was something a little bit lighter that I was just wanted to bring up. There's Richard Pryor. I think we talked about the clip a couple weeks ago where he had a national show and it tended to bring people together, black and white. It gave some insight into race relations, and it was canceled pretty quickly, which he knew was going to happen right away anyway, because anything that brings people together, we got to tear apart.
Can't have that.
And it's just interesting to me that it's always the guys that are spot on are usually the comedians. I mean, George Carlin, not only the 7 words you can't say on TV, but he told you, you're not part of this club.
Yeah, it's a big club and you ain't in it.
Up and down.
He explains it to you. It's not like he's explaining it to you like it's fucking like graduate physics too. He explains it to you like a fucking 3rd grader.
Yeah.
And so absorb that shit. Comedians quite often are your truth tellers to a certain extent, until mine and my producer, Melissa, wife / producer, our theory is once you get obscenely wealthy, your comedy suffers. Like I don't relate to fucking Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock anymore. I don't get all the fucking trans jokes. I mean, I get what the fuck he's trying to do. What Dave Chappelle's actually trying to do with fun comedy is like, hey, black people fucking built this country. Could you maybe just stand in fucking line and wait for us to get some of our shit before you jump the fucking line? But he's just saying it in the most ineloquent way. And it's just once you get to a certain point where you're fucking standing on stage with fucking Elon Musk and you got that kind of you got fuck you money.
Mhm.
I think your comedy suffers. So I don't
I
know
think you're right.
how rich Carlin ever got. I don't know how rich Bill Burr is yet. I don't know how rich Jon Stewart is, but these guys still have solid comedy based in observation of what the fuck's going on in this country,
Yeah. Well,
especially and the
and they're
world.
not afraid to call it out.
It's been great.
No,
And Bill Burr's been all over conservatives and liberals, but
Yeah.
liberals to the
as
point
he
of
should be. Yeah.
get a backbone type of thing.
Mhm.
Extremely progressive and spot on. I mean,
And funny as fuck.
yeah, it's
And married to a black chick. You can't fucking don't come at him for any bullshit.
Yeah.
He's in the club. He's invited to the fucking barbecue. But yeah, he sees the absurdity of fucking politics. American politics is stupid, dude.
Mhm.
Other countries, they fucking run a race that's publicly fucking funded. It's run within a 6 or 8 week fucking period,
Yeah.
and it's fucking over. We're going to start the fucking midterm fucking race here in a month or two,
Yeah.
where people will start.
If there is an election. We'll
Enough
wait
of
and
this
see on
shit,
that.
dude.
point.
Enough of this bullshit. Americans, I don't know if you deserve better, but I'm sure you fucking want better. We don't have to fucking do it like this. We don't have to do it the way Citizen United says, where our fucking airwaves are constantly bombarded with fucking disinformation, with fucking Nazi propaganda and a bunch of bullshit from a South African douchebag Gen Xer. We don't need any of this stuff.
Is he an Xer or is he a millennial? How old is
He's 71,
Musk?
1971.
Mhm.
He's solid Xer, man.
Yeah, but he's not from here. Is the point?
Yeah, well, he can fuck
Exactly.
off, dude. He needs to turn in his Gen X card, and he's officially a boomer now.
Well, and Gene, to your point, I think it's interesting your observation because Chris Rock was always about government bullshit and race. And once you have enough money, maybe you take your foot off the government stuff and the craziness of that. What are you left with? What's so funny? And now you're not even touching on the race issues because you're treated like royalty.
Yeah, because you're like Michael Jordan. Well, wealthy white people buy my tickets too. That's what.
Absolutely right.
Republicans buy shoes too.
It's seen as how it's a class war now. I mean, Chris Rock used to tell that joke about the one-armed waiter, the one-armed white waiter standing in the back of the room. He's like, he wouldn't trade places with me for $1 million, and he just went on a tirade or a rant about what it was like being black in America and how a one-armed waiter wouldn't switch spots with him. That's no longer the case because it's a class war.
Now you're getting slapped by Will Smith at the Emmys. What happened? Or the Academy Award, whatever.
Yeah.
Because Hollyweird is
whatever
fucking just strange. It's Hollywood and DC, man. Two of the strangest places on planet Earth. None of us are like these people, yet they're the ones labeling all of us, defining what we're like, and which is fucking crazy because they don't know any of us. They don't know fucking Rob and Bill from fucking Missouri or Gene from Ohio.
Care to?
No, exactly. Really. They just want to steal your Social Security check.
I wanted to put up this gentleman as well. Also has been very outspoken.
Mark Maron.
Yeah,
Mark Maron.
Love this guy.
Recognize that he was on Air America way back in the day, as was
25 years ago with Rachel Maddow and Al Franken, and Mark Maron was one of the original VJs, DJs, one of the first shows. So Melissa and I listened to him for a solid 5 or 6 years before Air America tanked because it was all opened by some con artist grifter motherfucker, but they got like a decade out of it. Somehow they squeezed a decade out of that shit.
Yeah.
But Mark Maron was one of the originals. He was, I mean, dude, we had in the early 2000s, we had our own liberal radio talk show network set up and ready to go. But the biggest problem was the Democrats, the radio hosts would not take DC money because they didn't want to, muddy up the fucking argument.
Sure.
But Rush Limbaugh and fucking Glenn Beck and all those guys, they'll take whatever the fuck you give them. They'll take the
Oh yeah.
contract for Stars and Star or the military fucking radio network, Fox News. It doesn't matter. They'll take the fucking money. They'll
Yeah.
take the government money. They'll take the oligarch money. Air America people, they would not do this. The hosts would not do this. So the show ended up tanking once the money guy didn't have any money. We had something set up and we fucking blew it. As usual, Democrats find a way to fucking blow it.
Yeah, dude, it's like a circular firing squad, or else, they have, well, you're not progressive enough, so, you can't be part of the club, and they end up splintered, and it doesn't make any sense.
You called Schumer today, right?
I did.
Did you call his office call him Neville Chamberlain?
I think I used words like spineless and pathetic.
It is spineless and pathetic. And it's like old man shit. It's like, God, this is what some little old man would do that's afraid. And bro, you got nothing to be afraid of. You're rich as shit.
Yeah. And you're rolling over to a guy that said, you're not a Jew anymore, you're a Palestinian.
Within 24 hours.
Insane.
Which is insane. Yeah. How are you fucking going to roll over to this guy? Really? It's offensive. You should be offended. If you had any kind of pride
mainstream
in yourself,
media doesn't make it an offense. The mainstream media doesn't make it an offense. Now, mind you, if fucking Kanye walks out with one of his fucking Adidas shoes with a swastika on it, fucking MSNBC is going to report it for fucking a week straight. But Trump says some anti-Semitic, crazy ass anti-Semitic bullshit.
Trump,
and they normalize the shit. They normalize it.
He's so full of shit, talking out of both sides of his head about protecting the Jews and cracking down on it. Dude, Trump has been an anti-Semite from the get-go. Trump does not like Jews. They wouldn't rent to them.
Pretty much everything.
I don't think he's thrilled that his daughter's married to one and she's converted and raising Jewish grandchildren. None of these people like Jews. They fucking love Israel and the Zionist government there, who Netanyahu is extremely unpopular there. So, I mean, I feel for the Israelis who are against this bullshit too. We have a lot in common right now. We both have very unpopular leaders.
A bunch of Jewish activists got arrested yesterday at Trump Tower. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, they compared it to the January 6th riots, and they were like,
I don't give a fuck what those fucking idiots
bullshit.
Compared it to. You know what the fuck those people were doing there. They were literally going, not in my fucking name. You're going to get me killed with your fucking stochastic fucking terrorism and your violence. You're literally trying to fucking put a fucking target on my back by saying all this, I'm protecting the Jews and I'm doing it. They don't fucking need your fucking protection, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Step aside, you orange prick.
Yeah, because you don't like Jews anyway.
He doesn't like anybody, dude. Trump
anybody.
He doesn't even like. I love how much Trump hates himself. Dude, he doesn't like anybody. He doesn't like his wife. How many words a day do you think he has with Barron or Melanie Trump?
or Tiffany.
None. You think
he doesn't even have a relationship with
who
Tiffany.
He calls the other one. That one, exactly. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
He can't fucking remember her fucking name.
Nor does he care to.
And that was the only one born by an American wife, mind you. The other ones were fucking like postage stamp wives that he fucking got in Eastern fucking Europe from communist fucking countries.
Yeah, that the
good
KGB
luck with that.
Set him up.
And then he fucking buried one of them at a golf course in a fucking 2 fucking tons of cement and fucking lead. And doesn't cut the grass, and it doesn't have a fucking headstone.
That's where the real Epstein files.
We're dealing with maximum weirdness. But that being said, dude, it's also getting to the season where they're already starting about fucking possible presidential candidates, from Pete Buttigieg to Tim Walz to will Kamala run again, to if they give Trump a 3rd term, will Obama jump back in? Which is fuck no. He's gonna live in his mansion in Hawaii. Why the fuck would he come back to this bullshit? Clinton will probably run again. Bill, not Hillary. I could see it.
Him and like Carville at Bernie's.
Him and Carville coming out.
And Walz is already
Bernie.
Clinton would be Bernie. They'd just be dragging him along.
That's beautiful.
And Walz is going to be doing.
I've seen Fetterman's name mentioned. Sorry, Rob.
No.
Walz is doing what?
He's going to be doing town halls in all Republican districts for the next several months.
Dude, I like that guy. I think he's electable. I think he's kind of like Bernie. He relates to people.
That's
he's not afraid to go out there and speak to Republicans and rural Americans. And I read an interview with him, and he even called out. He's like, "Yeah, the strategy that we went to was just not good. It did not work."
And let's face it, dude. Let's be fucking very real. As the fucking only biracial guy here.
Okay.
You're gonna fucking to soothe all these fucking white souls, you're going to need a fucking white older gentleman face like Tim Walz
Yeah.
to vote for.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have to say the right thing, obviously, and I like what he says, but they're not. People are fucking. I mean, they voted for Trump for fuck's sake. You think they would have voted for Trump if he was Mexican? Think they would have voted for Trump if he had a fucking vagina? Think they would have voted for Trump if he was
He's
fucking
got the
Asian?
vagina neck.
That's why I bring up the point that we're probably going to need a fucking middle-aged fucking white dude, but he's got to be a dude that fucking speaks a certain type of language, or it's not gonna fucking work. He's got to speak
Mm-hmm.
that Bernie type language.
And I
I just
think he
don't
has
see.
been, honestly.
Yeah.
I know there's all these stands ready for Buttigieg, but how many fucking stands does he really have? Does he have any fucking stands over the age of 45? I mean, give me a fucking break. People fucking love him. I'm not sure fucking why. Because he goes on Fox News. It's not hard to go on Fox News. They're all a bunch of fucking kindergartners. I mean, you go seriously, dudes. Fucking Steve Ducey, the Ducey, they're idiots.
Oh, they are
The other
fucking
one,
idiots.
any blonde they put on there usually is dumb as shit. All the
They all
blacks
look
are
the
fucking.
same.
All the blacks are fucking tokens. I mean, just doing it for the paycheck. So
So, to your point on
Pathetic.
age and on electability, this was a town hall meeting yesterday in Asheville.
who was
This
that?
gentleman came in, and the people didn't want to hear any shit. He got
Who
a
is he?
pretty, he got a pretty hard time. Anytime he would say, "Yes, I support President Trump or Musk," he was booed.
Oh, he's a MAGA.
They did have a veteran. Here's some signage out front. Not a paid protester, just a combat vet. Saved the VA. Really good turnout. One thing that was noted was it wasn't a lot of young people. I do see some younger people in this photo, but in general, it's the people that it's affecting the most are middle-aged to older citizens. They came out. A veteran came out and he said, "I have a yes/no question for you." And it was kind of a long question, but it was basically about the VA and funding and supporting veterans. They ended up hauling him out. He was pissed. The crowd went nuts for him leaving. And what I thought was interesting is I have a relative that lives down in Asheville, and he said the sad part is we're not sure if they were cheering because he was being hauled out or if he was or if they were cheering him. And indeed, they were cheering him.
Oh, good. Okay.
But then you have to have a question. Oh, these people were pissed, and they were pissed at that representative. And his comment was, "This is why people don't come out and do town halls." Well, maybe do the work of the people instead of what you want to do.
Yeah.
And you won't.
Yeah, exactly. Do what they voted you to do.
I know, right?
Yeah. Who the fuck are you? These people, they think that they are just so. They think they're anointed.
Yeah.
You were
DC
elected.
doesn't even have fucking representation, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
This dude is a representative of someone. He needs to fucking shut the fuck up and listen to what these people have to say. And oh, by the way, I'll just mention this real quickly to DOGE and Trump. You know who Putin never fucks with in Russia? Pensioners, people that get their social security check. You know fucking why? Because he wouldn't be a fucking dictator for 5 more fucking minutes. You people are fucking dumb. Because all the people in Russia say is just send me my check. I love what Putin's doing in fucking Ukraine.
Right.
Swear to God, dude, go to any fucking pensioner, that's what they're called in fucking Russia, and ask them how they feel about the fucking war in Ukraine, and they'll tell you they fucking love it. And at the end of it, they'll just say, and just send me my fucking check. Because that's how fucking dumb Trump and fucking Elon Musk are, fighting so hard to fucking rob from the poor to give to the fucking rich, not realizing this is the quickest way to your demise. Taken from your fucking pensioners, taken from the people that voted for you that get shit from the fucking government, you dumb fuck.
Yeah,
So, let him keep doing it. Let him keep taking shit. The faster this fucking happens, the better. I just saw Nebraska. Again, fuck around and find out. DOGE canceled every fucking lease in fucking eastern and western Nebraska on anything the federal government was paying a lease on. That's all fucking MAGA country. That's not Omaha, Nebraska. That's all fucking cattle ranchers and shit. Canceled every fucking lease at every fucking building, leaving every landlord in a lurch, leaving all those employees in a lurch. And you all voted for him. You all fucking voted for this fucking idiot to do this shit to you. All you had to do was Google 2025.
Well, and it was all over every place, the list of what 2025 was going to mean to people. And all Trump had to say was, "Oh, I don't know anything about that."
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I had nothing to do with that. But meanwhile, dude, that was the plan the whole time. And, hey, if you'd been a German citizen and read Mein Kampf back in the late 20s and early 30s, you'd have known exactly what Hitler was going to do, too.
Yeah.
They put it out there.
And just to swing back to some of the comedians, it's not just, you'll have, Jon Stewart. I'm going to start with Veep, one of Uncle Bill's favorite shows.
Oh, I love that show.
I mean, the stuff is spot on. So you may not be in DC, but you can clearly see how the system works. I mean, it's sure it's a comedy, but they're trying to get you to wake the heck up and realize like what we're doing here. Yeah. Another great example, Jon Stewart still had to come back and do his show because we can't get our shit together. And he points out what's insane and we just don't pay attention. Colbert. And I will show my favorite because I just love John Oliver. I mean, still doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Always interesting and
always funny.
Factual, great source of information, but they dumb it down for that 6th grade reading level. And we still aren't getting it right. So I don't know how we're going to fix that. If we, unless we get together and want to talk amongst ourselves, because clearly watching it doesn't help, hearing it doesn't help. Maybe I need to be face to face with you. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know if even being face to face, some of these people are so far sucked in.
But then they're in the cult. You're not going to change that.
Yeah, you're not going to change
that. They'll die in the bunker.
They'll die. They'll die in the bunker. They'll drink that Kool-Aid. And dude, it's a death cult at this point. I mean, you're literally dismantling everything. You're laying people off, but you're laying people off, but you're taking them off their health care. Yet healthcare is, if you don't have it through your job, you've probably got a shitty plan that you're paying way too much for. They're going to gut Obamacare.
You then avoid going to the doctor because you don't want to pay that. And then
they literally want people to die. So now you're adding all of these people to the roles of the unemployed, right? Taking away benefits. People are desperate. People are fucking angry. And
that combination. And Mel Gibson's getting his guns back.
Yeah, domestic abuser Mel Gibson. But at the same time, you're also actively destroying the environment. You're taking away all the restrictions that we've set up to try and turn this around and fight climate change because it's real, it's happening. I mean, it's been 80 degrees here in Missouri in March, and now we've got 80-mile-an-hour winds and heavy thunderstorms predicted tonight. But hey, whatever. And you're telling people this is going to be a golden age. A golden age for who? Anybody who's going to be alive on this planet in the next 10 to 20 years, it's not going to be golden. It's going to be fucking fried to a crisp is what it's going to be. And and again, man, I bring up all this Hitler shit, but dude, at the end of the war, when it was very, very well known that the Germans were going to lose, the Russians were rolling through from the east. They were in Berlin. And Hitler's whole thing was, you know what? The German people don't deserve me. They deserve to all die. And the SS was going around hanging people for not wanting to fight, for trying to surrender. I mean, this was literally a fucking death cult. They were dismantling the country because the dear leader who got you into this fucking mess, and as Bill Barr said, took the fucking pussy way out, wouldn't face the music, decided that you didn't deserve him and the whole country had to die. It's fucking
insane. That'd be Bill Burr, not Bill Barr, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Bill Barr's like, oh, Trump's bad, but I'm going to vote for him anyway. My mistake. Yeah, Bill Burr.
Well, it's kind of like the continuing resolution for cloture motion, which passed 62 to 38 to advance it to a final vote. 10 Democrats right on board. I mean, Fetterman's right there. Gillibrand's there. Dick Durbin right there. Cortez Masto, King, Gary Peters, Schatz, Schumer, Sheehan. I mean, you can't win if you can't stick together. It's not an option.
Yeah, you're not.
Meanwhile, and not to interrupt you, but Trump was at the Justice Department today, and he's calling to imprison his opponents in this bellicose speech he was given today. What the heck? Where am I living?
Imprison them for what? What's
because you can't say bad shit about Trumpy Bear. Come on.
We can say whatever we want to. We've got something called the First Amendment, and you may not believe in it, but most of us do. And we'll see if the Supreme Court does. Thanks, John Roberts. I appreciate this, and I won't forget it.
We're going to see, because that's going to be where it comes from. And
you're going to need numbers, dude. You're going to need numbers so they don't do violence against you. You come out in small groups, Pete Hegseth is going to just send out the fucking worst of the worst to fucking
Fuck you up.
Probably just snatch you up, not to hear from you fucking again, because that's
or
what
just
we're
shoot
getting
you in the
to.
street.
Or just shoot you.
Well,
But
for
if
the
we come
Like
out
they
in
economy,
haven't done it
numbers,
before.
they're fucked.
for
We're
the
gonna have to
economy,
come out
that
in
would help
numbers.
us though if he just put a bullet in your head, because it costs $20,000 per immigrant that they were transporting to Gitmo and back. That's a lot of waste.
Didn't Trump run up the fucking largest deficit by fucking trillions compared to any other president? Fucking his first term. All this dude does is know how to fucking run a fucking line of credit.
Dude,
You dumb motherfuckers voted for him again. Like he's gonna pay off anything. Trump's never paid off a fucking thing in his motherfucking life.
You
Ever.
litigate.
Yeah, litigate, get a line of credit, fucking blackmail a fucking bank, make yourself too big to fail. This motherfucker's never paid off anything in his. He didn't even buy that fucking Tesla the other day. You dumb motherfuckers.
Tesla.
So I mean, did you?
Yo, JD, you got this?
Until you see a fucking bill of sale, he did not buy that fucking Tesla, motherfuckers. Just like he didn't have. There was no real assassination attempts against him.
That was
if
such
there were,
bullshit.
we would be building a fucking monument in DC to Trump right now for surviving this shit and being a fucking superhero. It's all bullshit. They don't even want to fucking talk about it anymore. They just don't want to talk about it because it was all fucking bullshit.
That video that came out of them, I mean, that looked like the fucking Keystone Cops. That was such a fucking
bro. That looked like a fucking college production, like Division 3 film with a fucking iPhone fucking 11. And they were like, "Don't move too fast now. Don't move too fast. We don't want the." I did. It was fucking terrible.
Like, but I can't get my gun back in.
Yeah,
something's happening.
I mean, that was
and those were real Secret Service agents, by the way.
Yes,
those are real Secret Service agents.
Yes.
But you think you're gonna get these old ass fucking dotards in Congress to ever fucking do an investigation on any of this shit? No, we can't even find out the fucking what's on the fucking Epstein list, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, because the media won't do shit.
No, they're not. No, dude, you're crazy if you listen to the media.
Just to come back, I feel like this guy's getting way too much airtime every day. So today he went to the Department of Justice, as I said. He was supposed to give this press conference about fentanyl, which people are concerned about. Obviously, it's a topic they bring up all the time. Canadians.
Yeah.
And all he really did was spend the whole time talking about how CNN, MSNBC are illegal and that these people should be put in jail. Strange.
They're very unfair. They say very mean things.
And this kind of goes to the point of the U.S. Treasury had a threshold for currency transactions that they were able to report, and they were able to look into your finances. It had to be over $10,000. That has changed now to $200.
Dude, that
any transaction that anybody in this country as a citizen is making, the financial surveillance is drastically increased. $200. I could be buying who knows what for $200, and now you're gonna look into my business.
That is fucking fascism, fucking 101, motherfuckers. The more ways they can just fucking look at you to fucking set you up, to fucking put you in a jail and throw away the fucking key. You and motherfuckers better wake the fuck up. This is, I mean, day what? 53. You motherfuckers better wake the fuck up, because this guy isn't even playing around. He's doing everything fucking Stephen Miller said he was gonna fucking do, and then some. So
they didn't deny it.
No, dude.
And as they cut the National Weather Service and the Oceanic Administration, we are having these storms coming through. I don't know until I see out my window. Now, bring these storms in after dark. I don't know what's happening. You're lucky if you have a basement, essentially. But why take away that kind of information unless they're just looking to harm us, which seems to be the case? How much money are you saving by closing down the National Weather Service?
It's a death cult.
It's ridiculous.
Dude, I was in a fucking F1 tornado. What was that, a year and a half ago or some shit? Right here, up there.
I remember.
I was in my bedroom. I got an alert just before it happened. Are you saying now no longer? I probably won't even get fucking some iPhone alert or some shit? Or?
I don't know. We're gonna find out tonight.
Yeah.
Usually the sirens go off here. So at least we have that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And by the way, I'm almost ready to take up their bet of taking everything back to the States. And then all the fucking smart people can just move to the fucking blue states, and we can just bankrupt these fucking idiots.
All right, so I'm looking at my phone now. There is a tornado watch.
Yes.
In Missouri.
Yes.
As we speak.
Yeah.
till
Okay,
11
well.
p.m.
I got a text that I need to dose my dog.
Oh, geez. What do you dose them with?
Well, there's these drops that humans can take too. I usually give her a couple, and it just mellows her out. But you can use a trazodone, I believe, is what the vet prescribes. It will knock them out. They usually do it for like fireworks and stuff. Because my dog likes to pee inside if she gets freaked out, and that's
And
not
tear
good.
stuff up too.
I got to catch her before that happens, and it's not always successful. So, like I said, it's the
Christy
radar
Nome would
thing.
just shoot her if you peed inside.
Yeah, she would.
Because she a fucking puppy killer.
Well,
He's a
that's
piece of
not an
work.
option. My kids would not.
Be best, motherfuckers.
Be best.
Or at least be better.
All right. So how do you want to finish this fucking show then?
Well, I think we got to go to happy ending. I keep using my happy ending up every time, like it or not. I'm going to start out with, and let me just pop this up so it's official that we're coming to the happy ending. All right. In Germany, once again, I got to turn to the Germans for not only historic value and to point my compass in the right direction towards democracy, but I look at the Germans. 94% of the Germans say they will not buy a Tesla electric car. 94%. That company is on their way into the toilet, and I don't feel badly.
No.
That's my happy ending. Way to go, Germany.
KKK Barbie said you. I didn't Pam Bondi and KKK Barbie said you better not mess with Tesla. We're coming for you.
Yes.
By law, you have to buy one, or we'll put you in jail.
Yes.
My God, dude.
Bondi said that today. It was ridiculous. I mean,
Bondi said that today.
Yes.
She's not just mimicking what Trump said.
That's right. She's an awful person. KK Caroline, the same thing, where she says, you tried to catch me in a gotcha. She talks about things from decades ago. She was barely alive.
Yeah.
I don't think that she does her research and her homework anyway. And I'm not going to be gassed.
Her fucking research is fucking swallowing the fucking jizz of a 70-year-old fucking man. She probably thinks that shit makes her smarter and gives her fucking experiences in life. She's a fucking twat and an idiot. I can't stand her. I can't stand it. I'm not even gonna fucking sugarcoat how irritating it is to watch this 20-something fucking lecture fucking grown-ass fucking adults.
And frankly, I'm offended that you're questioning my knowledge of economics.
Because you're a fucking moron.
And keep in mind the only reason why this chick is attorney general, not only for Trump University, but she's keeping a lot under wraps, pretending she doesn't know this, that, and the other. But I think we know how that goes. It happened in the first administration where they caught him doing some shit and he was allowed to have leave at his office so he could get out of jail, go to his office, and then have his fun too.
Right on. Yeah, it's they hired nothing but the best people. By the best, I mean the worst.
Yeah, the best and the brightest. It's bizarro world.
Dude, it's weird. Like going and we can do a show for an hour. I'll be happy for 5 minutes, and then fucking dumbass fucking Rob will put me in a rage in like 30 seconds, talking about some 16-year-old fucking lecturing us on fucking Teslas and shit.
It is upsetting,
dumbass.
and she lectures everybody in that room. Oh, I guess now I'm sorry for calling on the Associated Press. Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry that you're in that position to begin with.
You're getting a snapshot of that bitch in high school. You're getting a total snapshot of that bitch in high school in the fucking lunchroom when someone challenges her. Don't challenge me.
It's the face. You're absolutely right. It's too much.
An idiot. I'm just idiot. You're telling me that woman's smart? You're telling me she's qualified for this fucking job?
No.
Give me a fucking break.
Well, she's
a mean-spirited, empty-headed twat.
And she makes bad choices. Who the fuck marries a 79-year-old fucking man and starts banging him when they're in their 20s? That's bad choices. She got daddy issues. Daddy issues out the ass. She had two choices: be a fucking stripper in DC or press secretary.
Why couldn't she have just gone on to be a stripper?
Because MAGA fucking exists. MAGA came along and decided, dude, we will literally remember. What about that dude that used to be Trump's body man in the first in his first administration? He was a college quarterback.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And the Secret Service fucking walked him out after about fucking 3 or 4 months because he was a fucking degenerate gambler. He's back, baby. He's back. He was part of fucking 2025. He's fucking. He never fucking went anywhere. I mean, dude. They brought back people that got booted from the fucking White House for fucking gambling and shit. And now they got fucking alcoholics running the fucking Defense Department, children as press secretaries. Yeah, she's a fucking child. She has no fucking lived experiences whatsoever other than laying beneath a fucking 97-year-old guy. That's her only fucking. Yes, he gets older every time I fucking mention him because that shit's gross.
Well, that's his happy ending. But what about yours, Gene?
My happy ending is I'm gonna be in Nashville tomorrow, hanging out with my brother, and it's all about fucking spending. In your later years in life, dude, it's all about making up for fucking lost time. I did not hang out with my brother a lot growing up.
I think that's
3.5 years difference. We spend a lot more time together now.
That's good.
Just doing nothing in Nashville, nothing fancy.
No, dude, I'm glad you guys are gonna have fun.
Some shit, I'm sure.
Yeah,
it'll be fine. But I'm just living it. I'm still gonna fucking live my experiences, even though this fucking dotard's fucking president.
Oh yeah,
It's
good advice for all of us.
It's not on Schumer. It's on the American people. You fucking American people, you made this fucking mess. Every fucking politician we have in office, we fucking put there.
Sure.
What are you gonna fucking do about it? So
well,
you're gonna go younger,
talk amongst ourselves, and be better or be best.
You're gonna go status quo. You're gonna go younger. You're gonna try something fucking different.
Yes.
Circular firing squad. What are you gonna do? I mean, we literally have a president that calls senators Pocahontas or fucking Jewish men Palestinians, which there's nothing wrong with being Palestinian, by the way.
Sure.
So it's offensive in a different dumbass sort of way.
Well, and he mentioned it again today that he's going to open up and make Trump Gaza for the world, not for the people that actually.
Yeah, he's gonna say a lot of stupid shit until he gets enough money where he's like, you know what, I got fuck you money now, time to die, and then he's just gonna drop dead
and take it all with him.
Bill's happy ending. Come on.
You think Ronnie Jackson's gonna fucking keep this guy alive?
He's not even a doctor.
Ronnie Jackson can barely keep Ronnie Jackson alive.
Exactly. Ronnie Jackson is the king of handing out fucking opioids. So good luck with that. And Trump doesn't like doctors. So, we're one pandemic. We're one more. He's one COVID fucking away from wheezing again. And struggling. He's an old man. He's an old man. Anything he catches that he brings to this country, he's not going to survive it.
All right.
And I don't give a fuck.
You to that.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Bill, finish strong, buddy.
Oh, man, we made it to the weekend. We're doing a Saturday on a Friday, so that's a pretty happy ending right there.
Well, we did. We made it through this week of garbage. I think it got a little bit less again. We'll come back later, but that Friday night catastrophe is always waking up on Saturday to see what he's done. So let's hope we can avoid that this weekend. That'd be great. And maybe avoid the tornadoes.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you're on a fucking plane, by the way, and you're having problems and they say get off the fucking immediately, and I'm on that fucking plane and you reach for your overhead luggage, I'm going to kick you right in your fucking face, motherfucker. Don't do stupid shit when your plane's on fire. Americans are irredeemable, goddammit.
Get off the fucking plane.
Get off the fucking plane. Dummy.
I mean, dude, they push and shove when that thing pulls up to the gate. Even before the jetway's up, they're up in the aisle looking to get off. So, if it's on fire.
You did this, guys, but I'm going to put this out here. You can see who's got their bags with them. What are you doing?
I told you, dude. Overhead bag. They took the time when that shit's on fire. Anyway, that's not even a happy ending.
They tell you if you listen to them, don't grab your shit, get yourself off. You can replace anything that's here. Mm-hmm. And these people are sitting on the wing with this firestorm doing their thing. I mean, you can't make that up. What are you doing?
You're putting everybody else at risk. You're literally blocking the aisle so you can get your shit.
Your electronics in there, and your electronics in today's current age are your best friends, not people. We have no interpersonal communication skills. These guys are shitting their pants. I won't have my iPad waiting for the next plane. Oh my God, I gotta grab it.
Don't you have your phone in your pocket?
I mean,
sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Oh, it's crazy. It's just crazy. This was not like a little smoke in the cabin. Okay.
That thing's on fucking fire.
Get off the plane.
I hope they didn't have any animals stored underneath.
Oh my God.
I hope not.
I hope not.
So,
I didn't hear that.
Anyway.
They call that compartment underneath the dead dog compartment.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because a fucking lot. What was it? United Airlines that was killing dogs left and right like a few years ago. That they had a real big problem.
They forget to flip
dogs
the
are fucking freezing
out.
Yeah. So
Anyway, not a happy ending.
And this person at the end doesn't have pants on.
but you can see that
And a happy ending
people,
for Christy Nome. She loves a fucking dead dog.
Yeah, she does.
That's what she named
All right.
fucking Corey Lewandowski's cock. Dead dog.
Dead dog. The deader, the better.
Fuck these
Wow.
people, Rob. I hate them all. I'm just gonna talk
They
shit on
are a
them until I
fucking horrible
die.
group of people. And
Fuck them all.
Gene, I'm going to wish you an amazing weekend, safe travels,
safe
etc.
travels. Have fun.
Uncle Bill,
All right, man.
we're going to ride the storm out tonight.
We'll
Hopefully
ride it
I'll
out.
see
Yeah,
ya.
be careful.
All right, guys.
Be careful. All right, I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
That's the plan. Be safe.
Be safe.
you
Have
too.
fun.
All right, peace.